If you are someone that struggles with anxiety, whether that be social or any other type of anxiety, there is hope. There is light at the end of the tunnel. I know that because I was someone who really struggled with social anxiety right throughout my teens, early adulthood. It can take a toll on you, and it can cause you to go down some rather unhealthy paths in order to cope with that anxiety that is plaguing you. Now, the number one form of advice that seems to get thrown around when it comes to that type of stuff is desensitization. And although I do agree that that does help, I think that there is an even better solution. It gets to the root of the problem, and it allows you to heal from within. This solution, it is not easy to implement. It's something that not many people will and can do. But it is the surefire way to fix it. If your drive to overcome all that is plaguing you is so strong, if you do anything to see the other side and start overcoming things such as your social anxiety, you've really got to step it up. There's no easy fix. There's no quick band-aid on it and it'll be right. Sure, if you're looking for short-term solutions, then I suppose that can be the case. However, if you are looking for a complete transformation, if you want to put that anxiety to bed once and for all, I suggest you learn about preserving your sexual energy. The very concept of preserving your sexual energy, it is extremely esoteric, meaning not many people know about it. And even if you tell someone about it, only a select few of people will be able to actually consider how it would be possible for it to be helpful. The whole idea of just dismissing it because you don't understand it, that is coming from a place of ignorance to how our reality actually works. Once you understand the key principles of how this reality actually operates, you will then understand why not being frivolous with your energy is so important. Do you remember that quote from Nikola Tesla, a famous inventor? He was wise well beyond his time. He had a quote that went something like, "To understand the secrets of the universe, one must think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." Now, energy, frequency, and vibration. Those three, I don't think that most people appreciate what those three words, those three concepts actually mean. Because if they did, they would understand why something like retaining your sexual energy, which is the energy that powers your body, pretty much. It is the energy that you are given when you were born, and when you die, that is the energy that at that point in time will be completely depleted, hence death. Now, anxiety, right? If I was to say to you, play video games for 12 hours straight, and then straight after that, go out and socialize. That would be quite an impossible task. I mean, sure, you can socialize. However, you won't be all there. You will still be thinking about the video game. And you will start to feel anxious in that social gathering, because you know deep down that you have just wasted 12 hours of your life playing a video game that is outside of reality itself. It's kind of like a escape, a reality inside of a reality. Now, Now, in that social setting, you might not be aware of it, but you will struggle to make eye contact with people. There will be some subconscious thoughts of shame, of sloth, which is another word for laziness. However, if you are someone on semen retention, if you are a man, if you are someone that is disciplined, and you're someone that doesn't need all that external stuff, such as video games, and even being on your phone all day, if you don't need that, if you have overcome those vices, you will naturally be confident in yourself. You will start to think that you are the real deal because you have the strength to overcome those things. And because of that, in social situations, you will feel very good. You will feel like you can pretty much do anything and nothing is going to hold you back. No anxiety, no fear, no passiveness. You will be direct and you will be present. Most of all, you will be present in the moment with whoever you are speaking to. If you are thinking about the video games and stuff while trying to socialize, you are not being present. And people can sense that. And people will probably think that you are just waiting for them to stop speaking. So that you can leave. And that is rude, obviously. However, you won't know that you are doing this, but it's just something that is just right in front of the person. If you have fear, if you're always second guessing yourself, have I made the right decision? Have I done this correctly? All of that will go straight out the window. You will be extremely sure of yourself to the point where you will not need to appeal to authority anymore. Your sense of self will be so high that you will view that stuff as just as not how it should be in your eyes. You won't need anyone to tell you what you can or can't do. You won't need someone to give you permission to do something. You will feel so secure in yourself that you will trust yourself to make that decision on your own. and live with the consequences, both good and bad, of that decision. You will not let life just fly past you anymore. You will be a go-getter, I suppose. Someone who isn't satisfied with just doing the bare minimum. Someone that actually wants to add value. Now, anxiety, that is an internal issue. That is something that you are dealing with internally, and you then project that out into the external world, which allows other people to also view you as anxious, fearful. If you want to completely change the paradigm of anxiety, I truly recommend overcoming difficult vices. And the most difficult vice out of all of them is being a slave to sex. Something that you cannot control is something that controls you. Don't forget that. That is how you know if something is a vice or not in your life. You'll only know it's an issue once you make a conscious effort and decision to actually stop. Then you will find out, okay, was I addicted to it before? And I'd say that without stopping, you will tell yourself stories about, I'm not addicted. It isn't an issue. I can control myself. Those thoughts will go on in your head. However, you have not proven to yourself that those thoughts are actually correct, have you? It's just words. It's just something that makes you feel better. Cope, I suppose. You will be rewarded for achieving difficult things. Anxiety is a real issue. It can really hold you back, and it can really hinder the progress in your life. It starts with you. Take some accountability. And if you don't believe me, I recommend try for yourself and find out for yourself. Because I am extremely confident that doing this, as hard as it is to do, doing this will it'll be a game changer for you. Semen retention for a guy my age and or younger, it is the hardest thing that you will ever do, but through my experience, it will be the most rewarding thing that you will ever do. It is worth it. You may not be able to see the light now, but give it time. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Take care.